Salam, hello, welcome back to the Hijabi. I'm Vivi. I'm coming today with a special video about credit cards. So today we're going to be talking about some of the benefits of American Express credit cards. I have 3 and I'm going to explain you why I think that paying over $1,000 in annual fees it's worth it, and how I take advantage of having 3 American Express credit cards and how they supplement each other. Just a disclaimer, I'm not trying to push anybody to get a credit card, but if this is something that you're interested, please keep watching. And this is how I take advantage of the perks and buy what I need and pay it at the end of the month. So just remember, avoid paying interest at all costs. Let's start with number 1. So the first card that I would like to discuss is the Hilton Honors Aspire card. This comes with an annual fee of $450, and I think just because of these 4 reasons, I will be keeping the credit card. The first one is that in every anniversary you get a free weekend stay. Right now during the pandemic, they have been doing a free night, and doesn't have to be on the weekend, so they made it a little bit easier. But this itself to me pays for the annual fee. For example, earlier in the year we stayed in a resort that it was over $2,000 per day. So I used one of my night rewards to pay for this for one day, and that was already, the value was way above the $450 that I'm paying on the annual fee. Another reason is that you get a diamond status at the Hilton hotels, which for some people adds value. For example, being a diamond, you get free breakfast outside the US. Right now, if you are inside the US, you don't get the free breakfast, you only get a credit, which I don't like. But if you are traveling overseas, I think it's much worth it, especially if you are going to one of those resorts where breakfast could be over $100, then that's definitely a perk of being a diamond member. But if you're already a diamond member, then the credit card will not give you any extra status, but at least for sure you can keep the status even if that year that you don't qualify. And the other reason why I think that this credit card is worth it is because every year, if you stay in select resorts, you get $250 credit back. It comes like in an statement credit. So for example, again, earlier in the year when we took a vacation, we got $250 back from our off that bill. So I think that you could also apply it into the room rate, but most of the time you end up, having other expenses, and it will just come from like dining or spa. But there is also another $100 that you get if you book through Amex travel. But I don't consider that being one of the biggest perks, but it has a ton. So this credit card has a tons of benefits, but one of the other ones that I find that benefit a lot of people is that you get access to the priority pass launches, and you get the select membership. So that could be a value if you don't have another access to another launch. So just that by itself, plus the $250 airline credit. So what is this $250 credit? So basically you select one airline at the beginning of the year, and whatever incidental charges you incur during that year, you will get a statement credit. So what are some of the expenses that are covered or that they will reimburse you? So they will reimburse you, for example, bags, meals, drinks. It doesn't include airfare or upgrades, but pretty much everything, even lounge access, it will be covered. So you will get reimbursed up to $250 per calendar year. So I have been spending my $250 almost every year, and I think although it has way more perks, I think that just because of these 4 or 5 benefits, it's already paying for. It's almost like I prepay the night reward, and everything else it's extra. So let's move on now to the gold card, which is my favorite credit card. Why am I keeping my gold card? Well, this credit card has a $250 annual fee, and I get $10 every month on dining credit for select restaurants. One of those select restaurants are the Cheesecake Factory, and we like to go there or order to go. So I almost every month I pay with that card, and I get $10 out of in a statement credit, and I also get 4 points per dollar spent on restaurants. Something else that I enjoy about the gold card is that if you don't have any other travel credit card, you also get $100 for airline credit. Remember, it's only one airline, and you get 120 Uber cash credit per year. So they divide it every month. You get $10, and they just put it into your account, so you can either use it for Uber rides or Uber Eats. It just expires, doesn't roll over, so you have to make sure that either the dining credit or the Uber credit, they just spend it every month. And the last benefit that I think that's why I'm keeping the card is also because I get 4 times the points in supermarkets. And when I'm doing my grocery shopping, that's usually pretty valuable for me. This is where we put all the charges in the grocery store, so we can get 4 times the points. Not even the Platinum, which is the Premier card, gives you 4 times the points in groceries. So this is a great card in general. It is good value, and it has been my to-go credit card for a while now. So I had it before. This one is since 2016, and I love it. I love the benefits. Now I just recently got the Platinum, so let's move to the Platinum, and I'm going to tell you what are the perks of that one. And I haven't, it has not been a year, but I think that one of the biggest perks, especially when you just sign up, obviously the first year, you will get a welcome bonus for membership reward points. And right now they're giving 10 times the points for restaurants worldwide, or for spending or 10 times on a small business. So that's a huge perk. But what are the benefits after the first year? So you're going to get that if you spend a minimum of, you get at least 100,000 bonus points if you spend 6,000 within the first 6 months. But what are the other benefits why I think that I'm going to end up keeping this credit card for the long term? And the number one are the travel benefits. So if you book with this card an airline ticket or a hotel, so it has to be, if it's an airline ticket, it has to be directly through the airline, and if it's the hotel, it has to be prepaid through Amex Travel. But you will get 5 times the points if you do it that way, which is awesome. And they have lowest price warranty, so you don't have to worry about finding a better price after, and then so they're not overcharging to give you the points. So that's when I compare it, it was exactly the same prices. So we have been buying plane tickets and booking our hotels through Amex Travel. It has been so far very good, and we're getting 5 times the points. So what it was happening is that since I have been really loyal to Hilton, I was limiting my choices to try to always stay with Hilton. Right now, if I'm booking through Amex Travel and that hotel is part of the Fine Hotels and Resorts or the hotel collection, then I get breakfast for free, an upgrade, and possible early check-in and guaranteed checkout at 4 p.m. So those are similar benefits that you get with a diamond status. So now I do not have to stay only with Hilton. I have other choices. So I think that it just expands your choices when it's time to when you want to travel, because you don't have to stay loyal to one brand. And that's about airplane and hotels. Now let's talk about lounge access. So this is the other perk. Like if you are traveling, you most likely will have way more many choices or a lounge to choose from with this card, because there is like a whole list of different lounges that you can access with the card. So to mention a few, is the Priority Pass lounge, and you have access to the Delta if you're flying with Delta, to the Lufthansa, and of course to the Centurion lounges, to the Airspace. So I'm going to just actually put a whole list because there is so many. So most likely if you're going to it's easier to find a lounge if you have the card. Not all of them require enrollment first. So basically, most of these you just need to show your platinum card, and that's it. Except for the Priority Pass, which you need to enroll ahead. So already with that, we are really oh, I forgot, guys, to mention. So the annual fee for this card is $695 plus $175 for each additional, which is a lot of money. But I think if you're going to be traveling and you're going to get 5 times the points, this is definitely is going to be worth it. Then also, if you book one of the Fine Hotels and Resorts or the hotel collection, you could also get up to $200 per year in statement credit. And the hotel collection requires 2 nights stay, but Fine Hotels only 1 night. So that will be easy, even if you just do one trip, and it just you just have to make sure that you get from one of those collections. And so that's $200. Then you also get another $200 in airline fee credit, and it's the same. It's for incidental charges, just as the other one that we talk about. Is the same, but with this card you get $200. So again, most likely we have been spending our incidental airline credit almost every year, and that will be $400. Now, what about if you are not going to be traveling? You could also get $200 credit for Uber, and again, they give you a monthly credit, and you can use it for rides or Uber Eats. So all that by itself, I think it's worth it. Let me think about it. It has so many credits. Just to mention, others are like the Saks Fifth Avenue. You get $100 per year, $50 every 6 months, statement credit, and you also get an entertainment credit. It's $240 per year, and that credit it's good for Audible, Sirius XM, I have to check on my notes, Peacock, and the New York Times. So if you enroll through the link, you will be getting that also reimbursed. So there is not, to me at least, there is not like a huge amount of options. If you're not traveling, this might not be your best choice of credit card because it does have a high annual fee. But if you do travel, then it's great. And I think a lot of people want to, or they have been waiting to travel over the last year, 2 years. So yeah, this will be an excellent card. And there is other great benefits about the card, but I think that to me, these are the highlights. Something that I forgot to mention is, what is all these membership reward points? So what does the points mean? What can you do with the points? So we often talk about 5 times the points, 4 times the points, and all this. So from the 3 credit cards that I mentioned, the only one that doesn't do membership reward points is the Hilton, because in that one you get Hilton points instead. So the other 2, you have so many, even with the Hilton, you have other ways to redeem it other than in the Hilton hotels. But the points, you can, they have a good value in my opinion, and you can redeem them for hotel stays. You can redeem them for airplane tickets, because you get a statement. You can apply your points toward paying towards a plane ticket. So you have also so many choices to be able to redeem your credit, and I think it's one of the best programs for that, because it's really easy to redeem. So for example, how much it will a night hotel will cost you in points. So it's anything with from 10,000 to 120,000 or more for a standard room, depending on where you're going. But there is hotels that are 15,000. There is hotels that are 120,000. But I think it sounds like a lot, but it really accumulates over time. And I mean, if you didn't have the credit card, you will not be getting any rewards. So I think at the end, when I do the math, and the perks that I get are surpass the annual fee, and that's why I have them. And I hope that this explains why it's worth spending this amount of money in annual fees, because at the end you get more than what you're paying for. You just have to make sure that you take full advantage, so that way it will be a wise decision and well worth. So that's all I have for today. I made another video talking in the American Express Platinum. Let me know if you have any questions. Guys, if you are interested in applying, of course I'm going to leave a link in the description box. And if you decide to apply for it, you will be supporting my channel, and I will really appreciate it. So salam and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget, if you have any questions, please let me know. Take care. Bye. See you in the next one.